What's up, everybody? Today we are reacting to the Cyberpunk 2077 LIFEPATHS trailer. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Loving the music, loving the vibes. Let's go. LIFEPATHS. Different routes you can take through the game, maybe. Night City resident database. Choose your character backstory. Oh, wow. Nomad, Street Kid, or Corpo. Going Street Kid vibes here.
Who do we have here?
Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family.
Wow.
Neighbors helped each other out.
You're gonna completely change your backstory here.
I'm pleased to see you have not forgotten your roots.
Born here, live here, die here.
Well, I'm gonna have to play this game 3 different times now. Let's go.
Buildings,
At least.
away from badges. Iron tasted blood from a split lip.
Ooh, gosh.
Got everybody fighting for a slice of the street.
Get the fuck out of Vista.
If you keep getting jumped, you find some stronger tubers.
Are they gonna show through this whole trailer all the different possible options for your backstory?
Scabs, or become a legend.
Man, the gunplay looks so good.
We have arrived. The Major.
Ready to get your cherry bobbed? Yeah, come on.
Man, that person looked like they were made completely out of metal. All right, let's see what Nomad's got. This is a great trailer to kind of show.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Racing my bobber for the first time through the hills.
Dude, look at this drive.
Oh, and first kiss in the middle of a synth cornfield.
I'm liking the Nomad vibes
We
already.
Nomads choose who to make our family. And choice forges strong bonds and a higher duty that stands solid as an old oak.
As a Nebraska kid, I'm liking Nomad quite a bit.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Yeah, kind of going from the small town to the big city.
Among outcasts.
It's pretty awesome. I like Nomad.
This, you know? Camaraderie.
I know.
Wow.
I saw it in your heart the first time we met.
I'm loving the desert vibes here, too. Yeah, I'm liking Nomad a
You know
lot.
what I always liked about nomads? Your
What?
taste. No. Hunger for freedom. Not easy to come by in Night City. Corp's
Crazy
got
how it
the
feels like a
grubby
completely
claws
different
and
tone.
everything.
Gosh, dude, there goes that freaking head. And then Corpo, which I don't know if I'm going to like Corpo, but we'll see.
I have those reports you asked for.
They were supposed to be ready yesterday.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out.
If I go down, you're going down with me. No, I'm not fucking joking.
Yeah, I don't want to be in this
This
corporate
isn't our
environment at
quest,
all.
Jake.
Seems so
No way
toxic.
you're right. You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
If you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always
Seems like you kind of break out of the
They
corporate
got
hold,
you
though.
to zero somebody. Tomorrow,
I think I'm going Nomad.
somebody else to zero you.
I don't like being
rules,
in that
Jack.
corporate environment. I just feel like I wouldn't be having a good time.
gotta have some skin in the game.
Although maybe I'd want to take it down. Maybe I'd be like more inspired to be like, this place has got to
Bro,
go.
Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself.
Hopefully you
That's
kind of get a
the only
little
way.
bit of each backstory though in some way. See, I mean, I'm gonna have that fear of missing out if I can only pick the one option. But I think I'm going Nomad. I think here we can loop this here too. November 19th, dude. November is just gonna be coming up fast. That's the crazy thing is like when they first delayed it and then when they delayed the game again, it's like, man, November is just so far away. But now all of a sudden it's August. And it's like, wait, September, October, November, next generation of gaming. It's gonna be pretty insane. Yeah, I don't know. Street Kid, you know, maybe we can pause here when the options come up for the different life paths and all of that. I would assume though they're hopefully gonna have some way to maybe experience different story arcs. Even if you pick a different backstory that maybe doesn't align with that story arc, it's just gonna be the dialogue there. But Street Kid, as far as just, you know, that kind of synthwavy vibe that we get a lot from Cyberpunk, that's definitely like the coolest vibe right there in the middle with that imagery. But Nomad, something about maybe coming from that small town, the kind of desert background, the kind of rural roots that then you kind of go to the big city, sounds really appealing. And I feel like since I kind of come from a smaller town, smaller community, maybe I'll be able to kind of get more immersed in the game if I kind of am going to Night City then. And I'm going to feel like, just like the characters kind of coming from the outside and now experiencing Night City for the very first time, I'll be kind of doing the same thing. Whereas Street Kid seems to be in the streets all along, you know, kind of a city kid, you know, through and through. And I spent a fair amount of time in Minneapolis. I lived in the Twin Cities for about 7 years. But I always came from a smaller community, so I don't know if I have like that city root street kid vibe in me. And then Corpo, I mean, honestly, like Corpo sounds like it could be really fun, especially to kind of be like the corporate environment setting there looked really cool. But just dealing with like those kind of executive people and kind of the dialogue and kind of story that be going on there. I don't know how long you even live in this backstory or how much it kind of is like through gameplay that you're going to even have to go through this sort of backstory life that you have. But I don't even really want to deal with any of that, man. I don't want that in my video game, so I'm just going to avoid Corpo at all costs. But we'll see. I mean, I can imagine myself playing this game for years to come. You know, I go back through with a game like Skyrim, for example, and go back through and play as, you know, different characters, different races. You know, sometimes I'm kind of just dedicating myself to like the College of Winterhold, and other times I'm kind of going and making my character more of like a knight, or kind of going and making my character more of like, you know, I mean, all sorts of different routes. And I replay that game every few years, and it's just like such a blast to kind of go through and experience the game in a different way. I can imagine myself doing that with Cyberpunk, because you have to imagine that after Cyberpunk, we're going to be getting a Witcher 4. And so this will be the game that we play for years and years and years to come, in which case, there's no doubt I'm going to end up touching all three. But let me know down in the comment section below, are you going Nomad, Street Kid, or Corpo? I'd love Corpo. Can't even say it right. I'd love to talk to you guys about it down in the comments, and just let me know your Cyberpunk 2077 hype in general. It'd be great discussion. I'll talk to you guys down there. I'll see you later. Until next time, bye!